With us right now is Press Council of India Chairman Justice Markanday Katju, who's written a letter to the Maharashtra governor demanding pardon for the Bollywood actor. Let's speak with him. So thank you for speaking with Headlines today. Sir, in your letter to the Maharashtra governor, you've appealed for pardon for the Bollywood star under Article 161 of the Constitution, sir. So what have you mentioned in that letter, sir?
Um, I have mentioned in that letter that the power of pardon is distinct from the judicial power in the Constitution. So far as the judicial proceedings are concerned, they are over, except maybe review or whatever. Otherwise, they have attained finality with the Supreme Court awarding him 5 years imprisonment as a sentence. But apart from that, there is a procedure for granting pardon. There is a power for granting pardon, which should be availed of. And in my opinion, the governor, on the advice of Chief Minister, should grant pardon to Sanjay Dutt for several reasons. Firstly, he has already undergone 18 months imprisonment. Then for 20 years, this case went on since 1993. He had to undergo a lot of hardship. Uh, he had to keep on appearing in court, could not get bank loans. If he went abroad for shooting, he had to take permission of the court. Various hardships and indignities he had to suffer. And he has two small children. Uh, his parents have done good social work. He himself, he has spread the message of Gandhiji in that Munna Bhai films. So I think he has suffered enough. So on humanitarian consideration, I have appealed to the governor to grant him pardon.
So you have also cited the example of Commander Nanavati, who was granted pardon under the same article, sir.
Yes, in fact, Commander Nanavati committed a more serious offense. He committed the offense of murder, for which the minimum punishment is life sentence. Whereas the provision under which Sanjay Dutt has been convicted, that is Section 25 1A of the Arms Act, the minimum sentence is 5 years. So even where the minimum sentence was life sentence, and Commander Nanavati was awarded life sentence right up to Supreme Court, the governor granted him pardon. So pardon can be granted by the governor even if there is a minimum sentence provided. Minimum sentence provision applies only in judicial proceedings, not in pardon proceedings.
So there are a number of people who echo your sentiments and support Sanjay Dutt, but there are some who are against it, like Janata Party President Subramaniam Swamy, who has said that if such a thing happens, he will challenge it, sir. What are your views on that?
See, I don't want to comment on that. And if anybody wants to, if the governor grants pardon and somebody challenges it, of course it is for the court to decide. I'm not going into. I've given my own reasons that there are several. I cited at least 6 reasons, and cumulatively, taking them together, it is a fit case for grant of pardon. The man has suffered enough, and he has small children. And I ended my letter to the governor with the famous speech of Portia in Shakespeare's Merchant of Venice, where she said that justice should be tempered with mercy. So I think Sanjay Dutt has suffered enough, and pardon should be granted, as in the case of Commander Nanavati.
So playing devil's advocate, don't you think that granting pardon to Sanjay Dutt would send a wrong message to the society that just because he's a Bollywood star, he's a celebrity, such leniency is being shown?
No, it is not just because he's a Bollywood star. Frankly, I tell you personally, I have not seen a film for 40 years. I used to see a film when I was a young man. I am now 67 years of age. I don't see films. And I don't know Sanjay Dutt personally. It is not just because he is a film star, but for various other reasons which I have just mentioned to you. 6 reasons that I have appealed for pardon.
So, in your letter, you also cited the social work of his parents. But, sir, right now it is his own acts that are being scrutinized, and had that been the case, the Supreme Court would have taken cognizance of the same.
No, see, that is only one consideration which out of the 6 um, reasonings I have given, all of them are to be taken cumulatively. And you must remember that so far as the Supreme Court, it was deciding a judicial case. Now, considerations in judicial proceedings are very different from the considerations in proceeding for grant of pardon. Article 161 does not mention on what ground pardon is to be. So there are various considerations, and humanitarian consideration is certainly one of them, which may not be, for example, the Supreme Court will not do anything because there is a minimum 5 years. mentioned in Section 25 of the Act. So Supreme Court not give a sentence below 5 years. But so far as the governor is concerned, he can pardon even if there is a minimum sentence. See, this is the distinction.
That was Justice Markanday Katju with his reasons for filing an appeal for pardon for Bollywood star Sanjay Dutt. With camera person Pradeep Gupta, Vijay Kao, Delhi headlines today.